Hey everybody, welcome back to Binary Adventure, Address Sanitizer tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do some actual real world Address Sanitizer building. So up until now, we've done things like GCC whatever.c out whatever f sanitize equals address, which will work. It will compile this whatever C program using Address Sanitizer. But the issue here is that this is pretty simple, and realistically, not many programs and projects are having one source file like this. Usually you're using a build system, and it can be a little bit more complicated on how to do that, and it's not always super straightforward. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Vim. Everybody knows what Vim is. We're going to go to the Vim project. We're going to download the tarball for Vim. This is the Vim GitHub. Download the tarball, click that, download it. I've already done it. We're going to go back to our terminal here, and then we're going to do a tar xfz, and then we're going to do vim -8 to 1176 tar gz. Okay, so it's going to extract the source tarball, and then we're going to go ahead and go into it, vim -8.2.11. And then now we have a nice clean Vim release directory here, okay? So it's done differently depending on what the build system is like. Sometimes they use cmake, sometimes they do configure, make install, sometimes they use other things. But those two are definitely the most common. So now how do we get from here to having Address Sanitizer in Vim so we could actually test Vim? That's the question that we're going to answer. So I have a text editor open right now with exactly what needs to be done. So if we were going to be using cmake, it would look something like this. We would basically create a build directory, we'd go into it, and then instead of running cmake ... we would instead add these different macros. But we're using configure here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do /configure, and then we're going to define a C flags, a CXX flags, and a LD flags. C flags is for the C compiler, CXX flags, C++ compiler, LD flags is for the linker. And we're going to say f sanitize equals address, and then you're going to do -G3. So -G, you may know, as debug symbols to the build. G2 does more debug symbols. G3 does the most amount of debug symbols. So obviously, if we're looking for bugs or vulnerabilities, we want as many debug symbols as possible so we can see exactly where we are in the program and see all of the state that we need to see. So, and then in this case with Vim, we also need to pass in the position independent code flag here, which is what I've already kind of done. You don't always need to do that, but with Vim, we need to do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. We're going to go here. And instead of running /configure, we're going to run /configure with all of these things defined here, and we're going to hit enter. It's going to configure it. Sometimes what will happen is you'll get certain errors, and you just kind of have to, I can't really show you how to deal with all of those, but you know, you could always use your knowledge or even Google for them. But sometimes what will happen is, you know, it won't find Address Sanitizer, and then you have to go back and download Address Sanitizer like libasan from your package manager, or sometimes Address Sanitizer will have an error and you can use asan options in order to troubleshoot the error. But in this case, it worked out. So now it's just gonna be like normal. We're gonna do make. You don't have to pass the flags in now. You just do type make, and it's gonna build Vim. So as it's building Vim, it's going to see, it says right here, it now it's passing in f sanitize equals address and G3 and fpic along with the other predefined macros into the build process. So shouldn't take too long. This machine's pretty fast. Okay, so we're done. So now what we're going to do, so the thing is that we're done. So there's not really anything that tells you, hey, Address Sanitizer is properly built into this program. You kind of just figure that out. So I want to show you how to figure it out. So usually what you're going to do if you want to install is you're going to do make install. We don't actually have to do that though. The program's built. We don't have to install it in order to run it in this case. So we're going to do cd source because the the build files are actually made inside the source directory. Now we're going to do ls. What I'm looking for here is this vim. See how this green vim is right here? That tells us that it's been built, and that's the actual executable. So now what I want to do is I want to do nm. So let's just look at man nm real quick if you don't know what that is. It lists the symbols for the object files. So it's going to give us all of our symbols in our executable file. So we're gonna head back out of here, and we're going to do nm /vim, and we're going to pipe grep, and we're going to type asan. Okay. Now you see how there's ODR, asan, and then if I scroll up here, it's a whole bunch of asan stuff. Then here we go. Here's the goods. So we have asan register globals, report, store, stack free, stack malloc. This tells us that asan is successfully built into our program, because remember, asan injects itself into the program and actually modifies the end program with a whole bunch of different functionality so that it can instrument whenever we call malloc and free and things like that. So once we've seen this, we know for a fact that asan is successfully in the program. So if we wanted to go and test vim and find a vulnerability or a bug, we're all set to go. We can go ahead and or exit out of this, and we could do /vim, and we could start testing vim. So that's one way to do it. Another way sometimes you can do it is sometimes readelf -s. So if I do a man readelf, let's see here. Let's see what it says for s switch. Section details. So sometimes you can do readelf -s and then the binary, and it will show you some asan stuff there. Sometimes asan will actually have its own section, but in this case it doesn't. So I just wanted to give you a couple options there, but usually it seems like the most reliable way to do it is using nm. But that's it. There you go. So we've successfully downloaded a real world program, the most current version, and we built it with AddressSanitizer, and we can start doing some debugging and trying to hunt for vulnerabilities using AddressSanitizer. So as you can see, it's quite a bit different from just building it using GCC, but as long as you have your commands, it's not that hard. These are the commands you're going to want to use usually in order to do that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.